Hey everyone! Since my YouTube channel has been growing, I've gotten some haters making comments. So personally, I think I should feel flattered, and I also think that they are not looking at the big picture. So yes, Charlie Kirk was not in favor of the civil rights movement as it stands today, and Martin Luther King was for it. And a bit ago, I did a video about how I like MLK and what he did. I don't have to agree with either of them on everything they do or what they did or what they stand for. In my video where I tell why I love MLK but hate BLM, I explain why I like how creative and innovative MLK was and how he knew the power of peaceful protests, but I have not liked everything he did or stood for, and that's all right. Today I want to talk about something that I actually disagreed with Charlie Kirk on, and yes, I will be respectful when talking about it. He did say feminism wasn't good for society on a number of occasions. I have to say I disagree to an extent. So first wave feminism was about the suffrage movement, women getting the right to vote. Second wave feminism was about females going into the workplace and becoming equals. Third wave feminism was about individuality and diversity. Fourth wave feminism is about #MeToo, more or less. I would even say fourth wave feminism is actually female supremacy and should not have been tolerated to the level it was. There are many other different types of feminism, but really it's about mostly just saying that females need to be equal to men when it comes to our minds and contributions to society. And I do have to say that third and especially fourth wave feminism can actually be hateful and hurtful towards men. I identify as an independent feminist. I believe that women have just as much value in our mission here on Earth, and I believe a man can be better at some things than a woman, and a woman can be better at some things than a man. It's all equalized. I do want women to have the right to vote. I do want them to have the right to vote, and I want to have them have a right to work if they desire, but not a right to take the place of a man, and I don't want women to put men down unless the man is actually a jerk that deserves it. That last part was a joke, by the way. So my belief is that Charlie Kirk was more referring to fourth wave feminism or putting down the patriarchy. This movement has actually become less about what feminism actually is. You can look up that claim, and I could do a video about it later, but for now, back to what we were doing. I obviously can't confirm my speculations, but I believe that Charlie Kirk is proud that his wife took over Turning Point USA after his death. He had Riley Gaines on with him a handful of times on his college campus debates. He interviewed Chloe Cole, a detransitioning woman, and I believe he didn't label himself a feminist, but still respected females. And for those of you who are all like, but he told wives to submit to their husbands! There are more than one ways, there's more than one way to interpret the word submit, and it doesn't necessarily mean to be a slave for a man. In other places in the Bible, it talks about wives giving their husbands honor, both to small and great. In other words, they were there to help make them happy. And 3 verses later in Ephesians 5, the same chapter, it says, husbands, love your wives. So it's like a contractual obligation where both need to understand each other. If one or the other is being abusive, the woman can and should leave her husband like he can leave her. All these thoughts are unique to just me, and I don't really care if Charlie Kirk agrees or disagrees with them. He was just a guy trying to do and inspire good in the world, and I am a gal trying to inspire others to do good and think for themselves. Have a good day, everyone.